Hello YouTube community, just thought I'd upload a video today quickly. Just set up some drums in my little home studio to record over the weekend, and I thought I'd just quickly show you how I get it done. You know, it's not top end gear, it's all done affordably. You know, I got into recording about 4 years ago now, and just decided, well, you know, I can't afford to take it all to studios and stuff. I like to record some of my own material. So I learnt a lot on YouTube, loads of videos on YouTube on how to set stuff up. All my equipment's second hand. But you know, I'm recording drums for, you know, I used to put MIDI drums on everything, but when you start recording live drums, you have to get better. You know, you know, you have to learn about phase and stuff like that. It's massive, so you will get better. You know, just start, even if you're just recording little percussion kits like that, you know, shaky hegs and you know, cowbells and stuff like that. It will make you better at what you do. So, you know, there's loads of videos on the internet. I've got SM57s on my snare there. Now another one on my rack tom. I use, yeah, look, this is what I do. You know, cheap bass drum mic, but I've made my own sub kick. You know, I've found an old Sony speaker, rewired it, stuffed it full of insulation. I've got it on a guitar stand because they say, oh, it's hard to mount them. Well, I looked at it and went, well, just leave it in the speaker case. And you know, I don't use the tweeter, but I've just wired up that little speaker at the bottom to a mic lead, stuffed it full of cavity insulation, and it works. You know, and it gives you a little bit more bottom end, so it makes a massive difference. And you can make it for no money, an old mic lead and an old speaker that you probably got somewhere in your house anyway. You know, I use multiple mics, all different types of mics. Any mics I can get off of eBay, or try anything, because you never know, you might discover something one day. You know, this like, I use a bass, that's a bass drum mic there off of a cheap mic set, like drum mic set that I found in a music shop, but I use it for my floor tom because it gives it a little, so a lot of your EQ work's already done. You know, because it is quite technical to record live drums, you want to make it as easy as possible. That's an SM58 just with the capsule off of it, so I don't have to drive it so hard to get, you know, an input into my audio interface, because you don't want bleed really. So keep all your mics down really low, so you get you know, you get better inputs into a computer. So look, this is my little studio. I've got a little video up that I did ages ago, but all this stuff's all bought second hand off of eBay. And you know, once you start, it's very addictive though, and anything is something to record, and the more you record, the better you will get. You know, I spend all weekend recording. There's a room right there. All right, it's not very far away from the kit, but you know, you're going to struggle in a bedroom, whatever you do. All my acoustic treatment I made myself at home. I'm a builder by trade. I use music as a distraction tool really, because I suffer chronic pain. But you know, I still get to work every day, and I use this rather than take loads of drugs that the hospital want you to take. So you know, this is a good hobby for me, but I feel I get to an industry standard recording. You know, I've got a TD12 there that I run Superior Drummer with. You know, really cheap on eBay now, second hand. You know, it's got a few extras here and there, but a good second hand MacBook Pro, which again, you know, I think is available to quite a few people. You know, 20 years ago, you'd have never been able to do this at home. It was massively difficult, so, and massively expensive. My own acoustic diffuser that I made, you know, information off of the internet, YouTube. This place is just the best place to learn This is a technique that I've just, I don't know, I thought I'd give it a go while I was setting up drums. It don't hurt to put another mic up. But I just put a mic up in my bass drum case there. See if I can get a little bit more bottom end, or just for the effect of it, see if it works. You can create your own reverb, you know, stuff like that, delays, because this is what I mean. Once you start recording live drums, this was a little present to myself. You know, I bought this second hand, came from a touring band that were out doing stuff. You know, they're all right, brand new, they're massive money. But second hand, it's, you know, the better you get, the more you're going to want to do it. You know, I run Logic Pro. There's the glare. I'm filming this on my iPad. I've got a little lava mic plugged into it. You know, so even the video, I don't do any editing because, you know, I'm not. It's hard enough to learn to record. You know, film editing is another skill. You do get people on here. I watch loads of videos on YouTube, really clever people at home, you know, showing you how to do it professionally. They are professionals, they're brilliant at it, and they teach you everything. So just watch as many videos as you can and start recording, because once you start, there's another little technique I learned over the weekend. I thought I'd give it a go. There's a little microphone in there, just to see if I can get, you try and get all the overtones out of your drums, because you do. You try and get the overtones out, because when you record them, it can make your mixes sound a little bit too much, really. So, you know, but I don't use any of that gel stuff you can buy for drums. I use kids' toys that you stick to windows. You know, these were all from Halloween and stuff. And it gets rid of your overtones. You know, make sure you can tune your drums properly. You know, it's all stuff you can learn though, and it will make a massive difference to your music, because live percussion in your music is massive. But even if you're just doing I'll keep getting the lead on this lava mic is really long, so it keeps getting tangled up on my drums. All right, it's all a little bit tight, but you know, it will make you better. So start doing it, kids, or anybody. Just even if it's a snare drum with like a set of, you know, even if you put a room mic up and put you know, any cheap microphone on a snare drum and start recording it. You know, it honestly, try it. It'll make you feel so much better about your music. So anyway, look, there you go. That's my little studio. All right. Start recording.